Well, hello, how are you? Patricia here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, but more specifically in Alaska. Sorry that took a few seconds to set up. Today, we have got, well, not today, it doesn't start today, it starts on the 6th, May 6th. We have got a new, really good deal if you want to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Now, first of all, let's talk about this. There are two types of demonstrators. There are hobby demonstrators, okay? A hobby demonstrator basically buys for themselves. They get a discount on their product. They get a 20% discount on their product till they get to a threshold, and then it will be 25. Okay? So that, hobby. I do teach elementary. So a hobby demonstrator, or you could have a business as a demonstrator. And again, if you do that, it's 20% till you reach a certain threshold, and then it's 25%. There are two different types of demonstrators. Now, the company doesn't actually say or even ask you, are you going to be a hobby demo or a business demo? It does not matter. As a matter of fact, when I first started 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago, I told my upline, I said, I am going to be a hobby demonstrator. I do not intend to sell anything. I do not want to sell anything. I don't want you asking me if I'm going to have sales this month. I don't want to do that. Okay. So she didn't. And it's the same with me. I don't ask you. And all I'll ask is, do you want to sell? Or do you just want to buy for yourself? And it doesn't matter, okay? Now, there is a threshold that I'm going to talk about that we need to get to every 3 months, but I'll talk about that in a few minutes because I know that's always a concern, and it was for me too. And I'll tell you what happens if you don't make it and blah, blah, blah. So right now, the cost of the kit is $99. Good deal because you get $125 worth of product. However, on May 6th through May 31st of 2025, this is going to go up to $165. Okay, so you will get $66 more than what you pay for free. Plus, you'll get free shipping. Plus, you'll get a free paper pumpkin kit. And last month's kit was this one. Oh my goodness, so adorable. In a minute, I will go through that and show you kind of like what a paper pumpkin is, so you'll have an idea. And on this, you don't get a choice. They just pick the next box that they have available and put it in your kit. Then you will also have in your kit free product for selling if you choose to be a business demo, including catalogs. Okay, so that's the kit in a nutshell. All right. After that, what do you do? What comes with your kit? What is well, this is what's included. What is being a demonstrator? What does it involve? Let me get rid of all of this. And just wrote all that. And then feels like I'm a teacher, huh? Whoops. I do want to erase that. I don't know why it's sticking on there. That is just a little bottle of hand sanitizer that I always have on my desk. I make a little organizer, if you will. I actually have 2 of them on my desk, and I can show you how to make that too if you want to. Actually, I think I've got a video on it. Wow, I have a lot of stuff on here I didn't realize I had till I started cleaning it. Okay, so it's clean. All right, then If you become a demonstrator, everybody wants to know, how much do you have to sell? Well, first of all, you don't have to sell anything. However, if you choose, you will have 6 months after you start. So if you start in May, then you'll have, so let me talk about the quarters first. There's January, February, and March, April, May, and June. I am writing this a really weird way. Okay, so you will have to the end of that quarter, the second quarter, April, May, and June, to sell $300. But wait, you've just started. So you've got July, August, and September, okay, to sell that same $300 if you choose. But if you don't get it done by September, they actually have another month, October, for you to get that $300 in sales. And the only thing that means is that then you continue as a demonstrator. If you don't get that 300 either purchased or sold for yourself, then you just don't become a demonstrator and you go back to buying your product like normal. But if you do, then you go on for another 3 months, you sell your $300. Another 3 months, you sell your $300. And as long as you continue to do that, then you can remain a demonstrator. It is not a big deal if you were to choose not to be a demonstrator after a while. As a matter of fact, even after you've become a demonstrator, if you're like, you know what, I just can't get that $300 and you drop off, no big deal. You can come back in the next day as long as you sign up with the same demonstrator and start again. No big deal, okay? There are people who do it. All right, so what are some other benefits, though, that you get? One is early access. You get early access to all of the products that we sell. For example, this is a printout of the products that are going to start on May 6th. These are More Messages bundle, Paper Tags bundle, the Party Piggy bundle, the Pop and Buy bundle, Scenic Adventure. I'm excited to get that one. Sentimental Friend. I mean, just this one. Oh my goodness. This Sunrise Sailing. That looks amazing. Sweet Jar. And all of these you will have access to before they go out to the public. You may have even seen some of these being demonstrated if you've been following Stampin' Up. Okay, you also get access to the annual convention, which is amazing. I'm really, really excited about that. You get tons of sales help if you want it. Again, you could be a hobby demo, or you could go into it for a business. If you want sales help, go for it. Let's see, you get access to a lot of card and scrapbooking ideas. Scrapbooking, I can spell. Ideas on lots. There are demo websites. There are just so many places that you can go to get access for information. Some of them only available to demonstrators. Okay. You also, and this is huge, all of the sales benefits that we offer to our customers, you also get access to those. For example, right now, today, until the end of the day, okay, at midnight Mountain Time, you have access to double points. Okay, what does that mean? That means when you purchase, right now, let me move that camera a little bit. When you purchase, let's say $40, okay? If I purchase $40 today, I would normally get $4 in points to buy tomorrow or next week or whenever I decide to do it, okay? Right now, if I buy that same $40, I get 8 points. So double that, 20% of that to spend tomorrow, next week, whatever. Those points last for 1 year. 1 year. It's been a long week. Okay, but that is only today, 5/3/25 at 25 at midnight Mountain. Midnight Mountain time. Okay? Let's see. Also, I would simply love to have you join our group. We have fun. We have fun with our upline. We are informative. I try to always answer your questions just as promptly as possible. And I am retiring this year. So I will be doing even a lot more than I currently do with my group. I plan to do a lot of online crafts, and some of those I may even send you products for. I haven't worked out all of that, but this is what it means to be a demonstrator. Let me erase this again. You'd think I was in school, wouldn't you? Oh, wait, I will be. I am in school for another 2.5 weeks. Last day of school is May 20th, and I fly home on May 23rd. Oh, excited. Okay, so there we go. I hope you will consider joining our team. We would so love to have you. And there are so many benefits that I'm sure I have not even begun to cover. I did want to go through what a paper pumpkin is, so I'm going to show you that. It is a kit. It is an all-inclusive kit. This was the April kit. If I can get that out of there. There we go. And I haven't even opened it up. But as a matter of fact, I could do that now. I just haven't had time to do it. There are lots of alternatives to paper pumpkin kits. So if the particular designs that you see do not appeal to you, you can use it for other things. But a kit comes, it includes, if it's cards, now not all of them are cards. Let me raise you up just a moment here. There we go. If they are cards, they include the envelopes, the card bases themselves, and this one, beautiful, just striking on this particular set. So the cards, the envelopes, if you need dimensionals, which most of the time you will, it includes them, things that you will need to stamp on, the punch outs that you need for various cards. There we go. And if I look on the back of this, the instructions in how to put these cards together. Because if you were to look at this and go, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do on here. And if you look at this, this is what these 3 cards will look like if you do them according to the instructions. And also in here somewhere, where is it? Here we go. Here is a QR code that you can scan, and it will also walk you through the instructions. Amazing kits. And they have gotten even more amazing lately. Some of the kits just wow me. It also comes with a stamp set and a Stampin' Spot. You can collect these 2 and make a plethora of other cards after you have used all of this up. You can also go to the website. Let me show you the website real quick. And if there are extras of whatever the stamp set is, then you can purchase them from yourself, if you're a demo, right here on the website, as long as you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Okay, that is the only caveat there. All right, there you go. I hope you learned a little bit about being a demonstrator. We would so love to have you. If you do have questions, I would be very happy to answer those. You have got from May 6th to May 31st to get the deal that I just showed you. All of these things. Let me mark out the 125 and put 165. Because that is the new deal. If you have any questions, though, I would so love to answer them. If you would share this with your friends, share it on your Facebook page, be sure to comment down below. I would love that. It would help me get the word out, and very, very appreciated. Thank you so much. Have a good one.